Hey team, Chef Eric Gephardt here. Today's recipe features one of my favorite cuts of salmon, the second cut. You may have seen our previous video where we broke down an entire side of salmon and told the attributes of each cut. Well today, like I just said, the second cut, all right? Even thickness throughout, great fat to flesh ratio. I wanna do kind of a quick fire with you, right? One of my favorite dishes to do in front of a big crowd. Let's get into the action. While our grill's coming to temperature, we're trying to stabilize at like 450 degrees. I want to take my Premier 8-inch kiritsuki and do a little vegetable prep. So bok choy. Notice how we've got fibrous, I don't want to get rid of those end pieces, but we have fibrous bits down here on the bottom. Those are going to obviously take longer to cook than the leafy parts. So I'm going to keep those separated on my board and kind of just, not really a chiffonade, but run through a little bit with a knife, and those two are done and separated. I love this knife for its rocker, okay? It's got an aggressive point, sharp blade here. Really nice for cutting these peppers too. Just take the bottom off and the top off, and they like to slide into the side and kind of just pop out that seed pod. And that way you don't have a bunch of seeds on your cutting board. We'll just set that there, there, and there. Now check this out. If you stack in 3 even pieces, we're able to get some quick kind of semi-even rough chop julienne there. That'll work. We'll kind of let you hang out there. Same thing with the orange bell pepper here. And mushrooms. I like to put one little cut on there just so they're not rolling around, okay? It's a little bit safer that way. And then this blade is just perfect for just that kind of up-down chop, leading with my knuckle. And we've got a little long pepper here, just take the top off, and I don't mind some of those seeds, so we'll just kind of chop them into equal parts and then run a knife through them. And we're going to get kind of a grill stir fry here. You know what, we might even cut this into smaller bits. Beautiful. And then, as you see, things are kind of separated by when they're going to go on the grill. We could even do it a little bit better and say, all right, let's put our leafy greens in last. Let's put all our fibrous stuff in at the same time. And we're gonna, again, grill saute here. Let's go ahead, let's do this real time, all right?
Let's do it.
Yeah, our grill is stabilized at 475. And look, I've got some good smoke coming. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil right on this cast iron griddle. And then we're gonna go on with all of our vegetables. Beautiful. Now, as that's beginning to cook, I want to start thinking about the salmon. So let's season it up. Whatever seasoning you like. Salt and pepper will do. We got a beautiful piece of quarry Arctic salmon here. I'm using a Lane's Barbecue honey sriracha. It's got dehydrated honey, dehydrated sriracha, and large granules. So I think it's really nice. It doesn't over caramelize too quickly. And then a little bit of oil just to promote that non-stick ability. Let's take it over to the grill. Drag test right over the top. Notice how it's not sticking? That's what I want to see. Okay, so we'll just set it right there. Let's agitate our vegetables a little bit. Make sure we have even cooking. I'm dragging everything away from the edge. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and season the skin side of that fish, flip it over, and close the dome. Beautiful. Yeah, we want to close that dome so that we can use our fuel source as our secret ingredient. That charcoal is going to have that of the grill flavor. It's beautiful stuff. Oh yeah. Now's the time to add our peppers and our greenery. Stunning. Go ahead and mix it on in. Here comes our greens. And if we wanted to, if that fish were thicker or it was a halibut or something like that, we could even take this fish and put it on top and let it grill steam. So that's a fun idea we can do there. Let's go ahead and get a little sauce on this. Today we're going to be using a gochujang, and I'll supply you with that recipe. We made this earlier. And I just want a little bit on the vegetables and certainly a little on that fish. But it's got those gingers, those garlics, those scallions, a little maple syrup for caramelization, a little yuzu rice wine vinegar. Big, bold, caramelizing flavors right there. It's just a nest of deliciousness. We're almost there, all right? Now time for the finale. The reason I love doing this for large crowds, we get to play with a little flambé action, okay? Whenever you're doing this, you need to make sure you have a flame. We're gonna pour on and away. So just right over the top of the fish, little vegetables, and away. Beautiful. Look at those sizzles, look at those residual sugars caramelizing. And that's a finisher right there, okay? We're looking for those residual sugars to reduce, get caramelly. I want those oak notes, those hickory notes, those vanilla notes, those caramel notes to finish on the edges of the vegetable and certainly on that fish. Beautiful things are happening right now. Let's go ahead and plate up. All right, so as we're taking this off, we're thinking plate presentation. Crisp up that skin a little bit. But look at this, look at all that caramel on the outside, not over caramelized. We're gonna kind of pinch and start piling in the back of the plate. Oh yeah, 10 out of 10 aromas right now. This dish just happens so fast and it's so fun. Beauty. Now we think about just a little quick garnish. Let's put a little scallion tower on there. Sort of right in the back. And then we'll take a little more scallion from the lighter part on a slight bias. And this will just bring a little freshness. And then of course just a touch more of that homemade gochujang on the fish itself. Stunner. And that is a fun dish for a Tuesday night or a 3 Saturday evening, whatever you like. Big, bold, delicious. That's outstanding. Simple ingredients, mix in a little fun, have a good time with it. Technique driven, natural lump charcoal, come on, what could be better? Folks, if you enjoyed this dish as much as we enjoyed making it for you, don't forget, do all the things, like, subscribe, do share, and leave us a comment. We love reading them and responding back, especially from our backyard to yours. Cheers and happy grilling.